Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Way, oh, way. You are all that matters. Way, oh, way. You are all that matters. Way, oh, way. You are all that matters. Hallelujah. You are all that matters, Jesus. I do not matter. What would I live for if I don't have you in my life? What would I gain if you take the Holy Ghost? What would have become of me if I didn't see your light? What would have been said of me? Didn't hold my hands to realize that you are all I need. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. You in front of my melody. All that matters. Yes, Lord, I'll put you in front of every circumstance. I'll put you in front, oh God. I'll put you in front everything that tried to come up against me. I will put you in front of it, God, because you are all that matters this morning. Yes, Lord. Is it the name or is it the fame? I'm nothing without you. Become of me. See your light. What would have become of me? Hallelujah, Jesus. To realize all I need. Yes, you are all that matters. You are all that matters. You in front everything, God. I'll put you in front my husband. I'll put you in front my children. I will put you in front everything, God, because you are all that matters. You are all that matters, Jesus. Because somebody is depending on me. Somebody is depending on what I have to say. Somebody is depending. God, you are all that matters. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. You come first, God. You come first, God. You are all that matters, Jesus. You are all that matters, Jesus. You are all that matters, God. I honor you this morning, God. I worship you, the King of Kings, this morning, because you are all that matters. Nothing else matters to me right now, God. Oh God, you are all that matters to me. You are all that matters. Oh God, I thank you. I thank you this morning. I thank you this morning. I thank you. I thank you, Facebook fans. I thank you, Dignified Wives. I thank you. I thank you this morning. I thank you for coming to listen to me. My name is Tracy. I do not own the rights to this song. Oh God, I thank you this morning. I just want to say thank you to Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you this morning. I just want to share some word, share a quick word, a quick devotion on patience. I just want to give a quick word on patience this morning. And I just want to speak from my heart this morning, because if I had my way, I would not even bring that word. But I know God has a plan and God has a purpose. I would run away from bringing that word, because I don't know about some of you, but for me, patience is one of the things that I have the most battle with right now, because I think that I have been patient enough, patient in marriage, patient with children, patient with family, and I just feel that I had enough of patience. So for me, bringing that word was like, oh God, I don't know how to bring this word. What do I say? How do I bring this word on patience? Because for me, I think that I've run out of patience. But as long as you serve a living God, you can never run out of patience. You can never say you had enough. You can never say you had enough, because as long as you are alive, as long as there's purpose in you, as long as God lives in you, there is somebody that needs to hear what you're going through. There's somebody that needs to know about your situation. So this morning, I just want to talk about patience. What is patience? Patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay. This is what patience is. Patience is the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed. And let me tell you, I have been annoyed many days. I've been annoyed with my children. I've been annoyed in marriage. To becoming annoyed or anxious. And I say, when I was writing that, I say, my God. So I want to share a quick word with the wives and the Facebook fans, and including myself. Patience is the very word that can cause us to run away from marriage, from children, and life on a whole. When we think of patience, think of waiting. And waiting can be hard, but waiting is also good. Paul makes it clear that not only are we supposed to desire patience, but we are to pursue it. In 1 Timothy 6:11, said, but if you are like me, the thoughts of pursuing patience doesn't bring forth shouts of joy for me. I don't know about you, but for me, the thoughts of pursuing patience, it doesn't bring forth shouts of joy for me. But do you know, when we chase patience, it pleases God? Paul says in Ephesians 4:1 and 2, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. He said, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Bearing with one another in love. So patience is bearing in one another in love. So what it's simply saying to me that if you love somebody, you have to have patience. If you love, because God said love is of God. Love is of God, and if you love, you have to have patience. Patience, my God. He said patience is bearing with one another in spite of what my husband do, in spite of what my children do, and they might be doing it to me times and time again. That makes me want to run away and say, I've had enough. I had enough patience with you. I have done enough. I have spoken to you enough. I have done enough. But he said love. And if I love God, my patience have to be overbearing. My patience, I have to bear it with them over and over. Even the people that we meet on our daily basis, the people that we work with, we've got to have patience. But we've got to love them in order to have the patience. This morning I say, so how do we pursue patience? We ought to pray and ask God to help us to become more patient. Let's be honest. When our patience is being tested, prayer is the last thing we want to do. I don't want to pray. When I'm being tested and going through stuff, I raise my hand up and I could tell you, prayer is the last thing I want to do. I just want to cry and don't say anything to anybody. I just want to go under cover and just cry just cry. I don't want to pray. Prayer is the last thing we want to do. But I can tell you that while you are in prayer, we have to work on our attitude. Because if we are in prayer about the patience of what we want God to work, and we have a bad attitude, it is not going to work. But while we are praying, let us work on our attitude. So instead of me expressing negative words, I will express positive words. Let us make a decision. I have to make a decision to overlook what irritates me, what irritates you. And think about the future. Think about the future. Like, who is depending on you to make it in your marriage? To bring a word of comfort. A mother that is going through what you went through, so you can encourage her. A wife that is going through, a wife that is saying, I've had enough. There's no more patience left with me. I want to have a divorce. A mother that is saying, I have enough of speaking to my children, or I have had enough with my co-workers. I am just tired. Think about it. Someone is going through the same thing that we need to encourage. So instead of I thinking of a divorce or you thinking of a divorce, remember that God hates divorce. And our children is depending on us. Listen. So when we are patient, we are more like Jesus. Listen, the Apostle James writes that the testing of our faith produces patience. Testing of my faith. Testing of your faith. What we're going through. The testing of our faith, it produces patience. And patience perfects us. Imagine that. Patience perfects us and make us complete so that we lack nothing. So imagine, patience completes us so that we lack nothing. My God. Listen, I didn't want to do the word I'm telling you, but while I sit to do it yesterday and I read it, I want to read it again. It says, so when we are patient, we are more like Jesus. The Apostle James writes that the testing of our faith, so what I've been going through, all the testing in my marriage, all the testing on my work, my testing in my children, he's saying that it produces patience in me, and patience perfects us and makes us complete so that I lack nothing. My God. So as I leave you today, I want to remind us that the most important reason to pursue patience, it's one of God's attributes. So if you're a child of God and you don't have patience, you need to pray for God to give you patience. I'm going to pray some more because it's an attribute of God. You cannot serve God without it. It's one of God's attributes. It's one of the fruits of the Spirit. And God knows we need the fruits of the Spirit. God, Father, I thank you this morning to someone who is listening to the sound of my voice, that God, we will pray for patience. Patience, oh God, because it completes us in God. It is an attribute of God. Father, for that woman that want to run away, I say, God, strengthen her with patience. Give her the strength to endure, because the trial will bring patience, and it will complete you. It will complete me. So as I go, I say, Father, I thank you for this mother that is frustrated and annoyed with her child or with their children. God, I tell you, Father, I speak life over you right now. I speak that God will break every irritation and every annoyance, and you will pursue with love for your children and not get irritated and annoyed. Father, I come before you this morning and I pray for every wife that is irritated with her husband, that is saying, I want to go, I want to give up, I have had enough, this is enough, I have tried my best. But the Lord is saying, I hate divorce. Stay with me, because Jesus is all that matters. Jesus matters, is all. Right now, husband don't matter. Children don't matter, but God matters in our life. God matters, wife. God matters, mother. God matters. And if God matters, I tell you, if we stay, He will complete us. Tracy, if you stay, He will perfect those things that trouble you. For a mother, for a wife, He will perfect those things that trouble you. Stay in God. Stay with God. Stay with God. Forget about the irritation. Forget about the troubles. Forget about the trial. Forget about the temptation. And stay with God. Jesus is all that matters. Jesus is all that matters. He matters to me. He is all that matters. Jesus is all that matters. And today, as I go, I say, God, strengthen every woman, every mother, every wife, in the name of Jesus. And Father, this morning, I thank you for this word. Father, I thank you for this word, that this word will go out and it will do what it was sent to do, God, because you say your word, it shall not return to you void, but it shall accomplish what it was sent to do. So Father, this morning I just want to thank you, and I lift my hands and I say, God, I thank you. 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 Blessings, everyone. Thank you for listening to the sound of my voice. You can find us on Facebook on Dignified Wives and also on YouTube. Thank you for listening to me. Be blessed.